everybody, and welcome back. We are going to kick off spring with a gardening project I have. I'm going to grow microgreens. These are from Beyond Roots, and I don't know if you're into gardening at all, but I do recommend if you want something that is going to give you a complete sense of accomplishment, try growing something you can actually eat. You'll be so proud of yourself when you have grown something, you can actually harvest it and eat it. It's just amazing. I love it. I have been doing this for years and years. You know, I've always grown my own herbs. Well, we're going to grow microgreens. And I ordered this starter kit from Amazon, and it's Beyond Roots. It is organic, non-GMO seeds. And we are going to grow 10 different microgreens. We're going to grow dill, broccoli, radish, carrot, basil, kale, arugula, cabbage, cilantro, and mustard. Now you know when you go to a restaurant and you see that the greens have been sprinkled over your soup or your salad, or you have a cheese platter and you see those small greens like sprouts. Well, those are microgreens. And I'm just doing it for the fun of it because I love to see the process, and it's edible and it's healthy. So what I have in this little starter kit, and if you go online and look, and I'll put the link below for you so you won't have to look too long, is the small stakes. I'm going to write the name of each one of these seeds on the stakes because I will forget what is what and where it's placed in the planters. I have these two planters from last year. I had flowers in them, and I'm not going to put flowers in them this year, so I thought I would reuse those. What else is in here? Here is need help. You register your seeds. I'm not into this far enough to register because it shows that if you register your seeds, you have a 1-year grow guarantee. Hey, that's not a bad idea. If something is wrong, if the seeds are aged out and they don't grow, then I guess they replace those. I don't know if you've ever planted seeds and they don't produce. That's probably because the seeds are old and they're not going to produce. But that's nice. Oh, and look here. It's a free ebook. I imagine that gives us a lot of information about what we're growing and how to do it. But if you're the type of person who doesn't really research a lot, you can look on the back of the package. You don't have to go into the ebook. But, you know, if you're really into it, why not? This is the carrots, and it takes 16 to 25 days to harvest. So that's pretty quick. Let's see which one is the fastest. There's 10 days to harvest, 16, 8 days. What is that one? Radish microgreens, 8 days to harvest. 8 days. So we plant them today, and a week and a day, we can eat those. 16 days, 16 days, 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, 16. So we're going to plant 5 of these in each one of these planters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am just glad to be outside, and I survived the last week and a half. We had gone out of town to a family event, which turned out to be lovely, but I was sick the entire time. I thought I was getting much better. On the way home, I was going to make a video for you, and then I got, well, what I had to begin with was like an upper respiratory problem, and you might be able to hear that in my voice still. But then when that was almost completed and run its cycle, then I got a gastro something, some kind of virus. I didn't think I was going to make it through that gastro, but I couldn't even drink water, not even a sip of water. And I became concerned because I didn't want to dehydrate, and I would force myself to drink water or iced tea, and it didn't help. I mean, it would not. I could not drink it. The only thing I found that worked was warm Earl Grey tea, not hot Earl Grey tea. I would get it hot and let it cool a bit, and then drink the Earl Grey. I have no idea why the Earl Grey tea worked. Could have been because it wasn't cold, like say an iced tea or a cold 7-Up. I tried that, but I'm all better now, and I'm outside in the sunshine doing fun things with you. So that's what we're doing today, and I was going to do it for you last week, but it didn't turn out. I'm going to set this back here. And if you're wondering what this is our outdoor Wi-Fi. And that is going there. If you wanted to plant these in seed pots, you could get the usable seed pots where you could actually plant these in the ground after they've come up. But these microgreens, from what I've read, you use them as soon as they start coming up. Just try to find a way to use them. Sprinkle them on whatever you're going to serve, and you will be putting those to good use. But I use these for other seeds, like flower seeds, and I get those started in the seed pots and then put them in the ground. And then I always use organic potted soil, especially when I'm planting herbs or anything I'm going to eat. I use organic. So let's get started on this. I have put some potting mix in here, and now I am reading on the back of this that you are to sprinkle these heavily and like very densely in one area. This says this is the deal, and it takes part of sun. No, I am wrong. All of these take full sun, and that's great because in my location I have sun all the time. It's not rainy season, so every day is sunny, and I don't have rainy season until, say, starting, it really gets started maybe in June. So I will have used all this, and I believe if you use sections of the microgreens, they will reproduce. So this could go on for months, and I would love that. That would be great. So I'm going to take the dill first, and I'm going to plant them. Let's see what these seeds look like. Okay, let's see. And I'm wearing gloves. You don't need to wear gloves. I'm wearing gloves because I had my nails done and I don't want to ruin that good manicure. Let's see here. They're small, but I thought they would be even smaller. It looks like about the size of a caraway seed, or a little larger than a sesame seed. So what I'm going to do is divide this into 5 sections and plant these 5, and then same on the back side. So let's start here with the dill, and I'm going to put them all densely. It says spread seeds thickly and evenly on the soil surface. So that's what we're doing. So Beyond Roots has put a lot of seeds in that package, and I have it planted with dill to here, and then I'll go 2, 3, then 4, 5. That will work beautifully. But you know, the first thing I need to do is write down what each one of these will be so I don't forget, because once they're planted, they are going to be coming up and I won't have a clue what's growing. Some of them I will be able to tell because of the taste, like cilantro. Cilantro is very pungent, so I would know that taste. Maybe dill, but you know, carrot, microgreens, I'm not sure I would know what that is when it came up. So what I'm doing, I'm removing my gloves, but I'm taking this stake, which I'm so glad they put these in here because I didn't have any in my gardening supplies. I'm taking the stake and I'm using a Sharpie, I'm using a Sharpie because I'm going to have to water these, and I don't want the name to wash off. But this one is dill, and I'm going to just put it over here. So I've written dill on that, so I do not forget. Now here are the carrot microgreens. Let's see about these. This indicates there are more than 360 seeds in this package. Wow, they're very generous. And they are tiny. I don't think you can see those on camera at all. But you're going to be able to see them after they're grown, because I'm going to give you an update in a few weeks and let you see everything that is grown. So I'm going to sprinkle these carrot seeds. Tiny, tiny seeds. Little baby seeds. I really do like these wooden stakes. Very nice. Well, I had never seen cabbage seeds before, and they are tiny, round seeds.
Hello, emotions. Hello again. As every ocean come as rain.
Okay, we have finished the first tray, and we're going to go on to the second tray. And all of a sudden we have this beautiful breeze. It's just lovely. I don't see a cloud in the sky, so I don't expect a storm. And it's really nice and warm today. And I'm wearing this J. Crew blouse that I bought last year. And the great thing about it is linen. And even though it's warm out, you know, it's just nice and cool. But the bad thing about it is it's linen. And linen wrinkles like you cannot believe. I have in the past had several items that are linen, and every time I buy something linen, I say it's going to be my last piece because I want to steam it or press it all day long. So I have given up on this one. I'm just going to wear it wrinkled because I love this color. It's very spring-like, and into summer I can wear it. Now once it gets maybe into July and August, it might be a little warm because it's long sleeves, but that's fine for now. I am now going to plant, let's see, this is radish, basil, kale, broccoli, and cilantro. This package of radish has over 220 seeds. You know, it does indicate what the seeds look like after they have grown into seedlings. I'm going to keep the packaging on these because I want to see if they look like they indicate on the package. So this is radish. Oh, these are, I don't know, I might take a picture of one to show you. They are round, like tiny little watermelons. Like tiny little cantaloupe. And look at that. I find this fascinating. You might find it boring as hell, but I love this. This is basil, and it has more than 430 seeds, but I bet you they are so, so tiny. Yes, they are. Teeny tiny. This is the kale, and it has over 450 seeds. Now, they have to be microscopic, but they're really not. They are larger than the basil seeds. So I'm going to put those here. And finally, the broccoli. Now, we're almost finished. We have two more steps. We have potting soil that we have to sprinkle lightly over the seeds. I don't want to pack this soil down. I want to give the seeds plenty of wiggle room to get up to the sunlight as they become seedlings. Some of the seeds you can see, so you know if you're covering them or not. But some of these seeds are so dark, it's hard to tell. I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope I'm doing the right things. So there we have it. Okay, we're getting close to the end of this project. We want to water the seeds, but we don't want to water them with, say, a bucket of water, because you're going to displace the seeds and then they're going to be all mixed together. We want to mist the seeds. And then after today, we will mist them once or twice a day. And of course, we already know that in about 8 days, we're going to start seeing results. So I can't wait for that 8th day. And I will take a picture of it and put it on Instagram in my stories so you can see the progress. But what we want to do is get the mister, and I'll be right back. I thought I had it here, but I'll be back in a moment. Well, I found my sprayer, and I found a book I finished this morning out here on the lanai. It is Behind the Beautiful Forevers. I've told you about this book, but I have to say it's not a happy book. It gives you great insight into the sociology of poverty, and I was looking for a more uplifting book than this, but it is very, very good. I highly recommend it. And I don't know what my next book is going to be. I was going to read Prince Harry's book, Spare, but I've been listening to podcasts about it, giving almost every detail of the book, and I'm just not that interested. I have an opinion about the whole situation that's probably not everybody's opinion. I feel that he feels he's been wronged in some way. Maybe he feels life has treated him unfairly, but he is not using it to his advantage and moving forward and doing things positively. I think he's taking the wrong approach, and he's creating more problems for himself. So that's my opinion of what is going on, and you can take that and do with it whatever you want, because I'm not going to say a whole lot about it, but I just don't have, I think I have less respect for him now than I did before. How about that? Alright, everything's watered. Now the last step, the very final step, according to Beyond Roots, is to cover these seedlings, not seedlings, but seeds, in plastic wrap. Now I'm not sure these seeds need sunlight yet. I think they just need to germinate, which means they just need the soil and water. But I don't know why the plastic's going to be put on it other than to hold in the moisture. But I'm going to do that for a few days and follow the directions. Now, if you live in a cold climate, definitely cover them so they'll get warm from the sunlight. But here I have plenty of warmth, but I'm going to keep in the moisture with the plastic wrap. So I'm using press and seal. I don't think it makes any difference. I just thought maybe this would stick to the plastic, but I'm not sure it will. We'll see. Okay, it's working. So there we have it. We have our seeds and our water and our soil, and with a little magic, in about a week we'll have some greens, and I'll keep you updated. And oh yes, I want to keep you updated on the Louis Vuitton bag that I sent to be repaired. Remember, the zipper was not working properly, and they told me when I sent it that it was going to 10 to 12 months to get that returned. Well, guess what? I had it back within a month. I was so thrilled, and I went out and bought sandals that somewhat match, and this is part of my new spring outfit, is these sandals. They're a little more orange in color than I wanted. I'm looking for a darker brown, but they did not have that, and I'll keep my eye open for a darker brown to go with that Louis Vuitton bag. So I have my spring blouse, white slacks, and you know, there is that rule about white after, you have to wait after Easter. I believe that's the way it goes, or is it just white shoes, but white after Easter. And that doesn't really apply in South Florida. As a matter of fact, as you're coming from north to south, once you start getting toward Orlando, that rule blurs. When you get south of Orlando, it doesn't exist. You can wear white year-round in South Florida, and I pretty much do that, but we travel north and south all the time, so in the winter I tend to stay away from the white because I get out of the habit of wearing white in the wintertime, because when we go up north to visit, I usually wear something else, and that is why today I just felt extra springy, and I pulled out the brightly colored tops, the white jeans, the sandals. I'm just ready for this beautiful, beautiful spring season. And I hope you are too, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So tap that subscribe button, and the bell to the right of that button will allow you to be notified every time I post a new video. And don't forget, you can always follow me on Instagram. Bye.